Joe Burrow makes his long-awaited return after his promising rookie season was cut short. The Vikings and Bengals kick off their 2021 season right here on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th is a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Second and 2. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him 17 yards that time. He's able to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process alters.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. speed up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's got Smith here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Cousins on first down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try.
Yeah, score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
That is caught. It's Uzoma. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzoma, 65 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Cousins.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Again, it's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open man, once again, it's Thielen.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Throwing his Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take control.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They go play action with Burrow. Able to find Higgins. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint.
Back to Mixon on second down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down to the 34-yard line. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now his quarterback at Cincinnati.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's 2nd and a yard. Burrow will throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the 29, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins now. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 2nd and 10, Cousins. He's going to let it go again. They've got his man, complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Second down and goal. Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. On the return, Phillips. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. First down. Here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, Phillips. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 right at the 30. Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Back now in Cincinnati. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football.
Mike Zimmer staring down our referee. He's upset. He's going to throw out. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this one is right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half, but let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out.
Big 13. Big 13.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh.